I don't know if you remember back in the day when you used to have the old text versus binary mode. Probably some things, if you know where to find it, it's still in some of your FTP programs. You may or may not use FTP, but back in the day when we used File Transfer Protocol, or FTP, they didn't have automatic detection in some of the first FTP clients. And some of us probably remember those. And we always have to set text or binary mode, and some of the newer ones, it's just obscured where they put that mode, but you may find it in your FTP program. And so what's the deal with these two different modes? I mean, what are each supposed to be used for? What's the purpose? Why does it matter? And exactly where's the line? That was a big question I asked for a long time until I really researched it and figured it out. So, I came up to me to make a video about it. So, deals with different issues that can arise with different types of files. And in text mode, for example, different operating systems use different byte sequences for a line drop. In Linux and Mac, they're both 1 byte, and in Linux and Mac, they're both 1 byte. In Microsoft Windows or DOS, it was 2 bytes, and those bytes they sometimes cause you trouble if you're trying to create cross-platform programs these days as well. But they were real big issues because it wouldn't really be readable, and FTP would translate that. So does HTTP translate it. It says, okay, you're with this operating system, I'll give it to you in your format. Give it to me in my format. I'll give it to you in your format. They do the format conversion. Some things we should never format, and that's where binary comes in. It's a safety that it does not go and try and make changes to these things. They are literally what they're supposed to be. Don't try and change the line drops, because they're not actually line drops. When you find that character sequence in an image, it's just a particular pixel color, or maybe even a portion of that pixel color. Like if you're dealing with more than an 8-bit image, more than a 16-bit image, some of these newer color images, these thousands color. So changing that to make that line drop, it may also do even more than just change the color in a particular part of the image. It can add little speckles all over it. But also, if you're dealing with like a bitmap that is supposed to be a specific size, and you took it from one of the 1 byte formations to the 2 byte or vice versa, it's not going to match the byte count. It's going to be an invalid size, and it's just going to be a corrupted image file. Audio, you don't want all that static in there, and it could also mess with other things on there, the little headers and stuff like that. And video, same thing. It could really mess stuff up, changing those things. And executables, depends on which part of the executable it finds that in. It could be a part of an instruction. It could be a part of a memory address. It could be redirecting. If it's a jump instruction, it could tell it to jump to a whole different part of the memory because it was looking at that byte sequence and it changed it. Anything which is not text, which is not meant to be read, if it's a script, if it's HTML, if it's PHP code, if it's meant to be human readable, then it's text mode. If it's not there, if it's as a binary, if it's compiled or it's an image, audio, you're not meant to open it up and read it in a text editor, then send it binary.
Thank you for watching.